Everything about the DrumBo starts inside. So it starts at the very bottom. So this is where all your fire is going to come from. So we put charcoal in here, and this is where the fire comes from. And then on the outside is a secondary heat shield. So this protects the sidewall of the drum. It also helps push the heat up through to your cooking surfaces.
In the bottom of this charcoal basket, you can see there's an ash remover and a heat shield on the bottom of the charcoal basket. So this is a dual purpose unit. It protects the bottom of your drum. It also makes cleaning way easier because everything comes out with it.
As we come up, the DrumBo comes stock with one grill grate and our signature drip lip. We created the drip lip because we've seen a lot of other brands, and the first thing Alex and I noticed were a lot of grease drippings everywhere, not going back inside the drum. Huge problem for me. I like to keep things clean. I also like my deck and my marriage, so that's always good. So we created the drip lip to drip drippings back in. Now, if we sprayed water here, you'll see that the water will actually
Rushes
flow it back
off onto that,
into there. So the whole design behind that is to keep things clean, tidy, and loosen up on the general maintenance so we can do it for you. This is called a diffuser plate. Alex is gonna place it in there.
This is 14 gauge steel. So it's sitting right above the charcoal basket. So what that's doing is taking that ball of fire that is 600 to 700 degrees and just smoothing it out so the heat is coming up not as in a violent reflective way.
Yeah, so it's going to deflect the heat. So we generally use these for a couple purposes. If you got a big turkey or a lot of meat on the surface of your cooking grate, this will help even out that heat. So instead of centralizing it in the middle, you want to bring it out and get that even cook throughout all the pieces of chicken. Let's say that was on my mind right there. So that's what we're going to use. Big for turkeys, multiple briskets. Using this can really help accelerate an even cook. The next thing that the DrumBo has and has designed internally is we add this heat shield plate. Why do we add that? Well, our brilliant minds came up with a little thing called the Sear Stack. One day, we're out there cooking, and we said, I just want to do a couple steaks, but I don't want to light a full basket. So what we did is turn the drum into a kettle-style cooker. So instead of lighting the big basket below, we're able to light a charcoal chimney, put the lit charcoal in here, and then place another rack over top to transform it as a kettle cooker. So this way you can cook right at the top of your grill, lid open. You can use this indirect as well, so you can put space in between these charcoal baskets. And that's where this heat shield comes in. This heat shield helps deflect that heat back down. It helps protect your paint on the other side, but it also did something that we didn't really realize. As we started cooking with these, we left the heat shield in. So it also helps maintain the temperature inside the drum for a better, steady cook. A lot of our competitors love to use it because they don't lose as much heat when they open their lid to check their temperatures and not.
Something else you can do, this is a little trick, is you fill your baskets with your charcoal in there. So it's full bore, it's going really hot. You want a really hot sear on it. So what you do is actually tuck this in there like that. And you can see it right on top of that charcoal. You get that caveman effect, you know, where you don't actually have to touch the charcoal this way, so you don't get the charcoal contaminating your food, but it's fantastic.
Fire management is 100% the most important part. It's also, you got to be cautious. With fire, anything can happen. So instead of pulling that basket out and throwing your steak onto your charcoal basket, it remains inside the drum for ultimate safety, and you can still get the same result by using small amounts with our attachment with the Sear Stack. So Sear Stack goes a long way, and it helps for small families, and it helps so that the versatility can be used at home.